Joon the King is a YouTuber that makes documentaries on other YouTubers. He made one on Low-Tier God, only to have it taken down and reinstated. He has a bit of an update for you. Hey, what's happening, everybody? Tommy C here, SFTP News. Found something a little bit interesting. Joon the King, you might know him, you might be even sub to him, makes documentaries on YouTube, pretty good ones too. And he dropped a tweet earlier today, and he writes, after dealing with doxing and harassment from Low-Tier God for nearly 2 years, I'm finally making a video on it. So Joon puts out this particular video teasing the up-and-coming Low-Tier God Part 2 video. It basically says for the last 600 days, he's experienced all types of harassment. And I know a good part of that is true because Tipster did a report on it. And he gives examples of Low-Tier God calling for doxing, trying to organize flag parties to take this particular video down. Now, I am aware that this video did go down for a short period of time, but of course, because Low-Tier God is king of taking L's, the video was restored. Clearly, it is in fair use. And the typical response for somebody like Low-Tier God to say it's slanderous and filled with lies, but never actually points out what those lies might be. I just really want to inform you about this up-and-coming video. It's sure to be very interesting, and the fit that is sure to come from Low-Tier God might be worth following. But I want to kind of give you an idea of who this Low-Tier God character is. One of the things he's most famous for is having a rage quit after he lost to a Street Fighter player, a respected Street Fighter player that's disabled and plays controller with his mouth, and this is the way he behaved.
Give a fuck what that ugly ass slobbering half of a man is saying. I'm not going to do anything to give that ugly worthless specimen anything to gain any type of notoriety to his pity name. No one gives a fuck about that slobbering ass motherfucker. So who gives a goddamn? If you want to talk shit, then you can get clowned like you're an actual full human being. So no, I don't give a fuck about some disgusting deformity talking shit.
Yeah, this was the man that Low-Tier God was talking about. This is Prolly Legs. He is famous in the Street Fighter community, and he does actually play at a pretty high level, high enough to beat Low-Tier God, Street Fighter, a competitive Street Fighter, and it's incredible what he overcomes. And I mean, I'm not laughing at Prolly Legs, I'm laughing at Low-Tier God.
The condition that I have currently is arthrogryposis. It's a bone muscle deficiency that the brain didn't tell the muscles to grow. Basically, I have very limited use in my arms and my legs. Street Fighter, it's like, I want to be the person that, you know, dashes forward.
So now you have a really good idea what kind of degenerate we're dealing with when we're dealing with the Low-Tier God. But this is not my first time reporting on him. About a year ago, around when Joon the King made a video, he had this mod, you gotta see him, that was threatening his detractors. Watch this guy.
Shit, all the shit I got. Show you. Let's just keep it, you know, safe for just a second. You know what that is, buddy? Special shit. Made for anybody that wants to, you know, fuck around too damn much. So, you know. So, you know, go ahead. Still waiting. Still ain't seen shit. Still don't see the cops. Call them. What the fuck they gonna do, bitch? They ain't do shit about a liar, a fucking scam artist. I've already told them about you. Told them about multiple yous. Same dumbass people. Not one of you motherfuckers will show up. We know why. You punks. You pussies.
That was Covenant Lazarus. He's my favorite character in the Low-Tier God multiverse. And if you remember, back in the day, he actually threatened all you RFC. All you RFC, I have your phone number and address. Keep trying. See what happens. If he had his hands around your neck, you would be easily choked out with your scrawny ass. Wait, if you were in my presence, you would have a fucking gun to your skull, child. Go back to fucking your hand. Dude. No, not from you. No, not from you, dude. No, you're not, no, it's not for you.
Ah, look at the top of his head. Look at his lip.
And ignore what other people's lives are. So now you have a better idea of what the low tier god universe, multiverse is like. As far as entertainment concerned, I don't know. Me and SFTP news member Comrade, I remember spending a whole night just checking out his clips. He's not your whiny, cry DSP, Wings of Redemption lolcow. He's like the aggressive lolcow. He's the bully that, you know, kind of like puts up his hands to fight and then falls on his face after he's been running his mouth. It's a different kind of lolcow. Highly recommend it. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens going forward. Now, I want you to keep this in mind. I'm not rooting for anybody to their channel getting taken down. I just want to point out history. Recently, YouTube's gotten involved with lower dramas. Usually, when something happens like this on a big level, YouTube will step in. It's not much of a surprise, but we saw it with Drifter and 8 Thoughts. The people he associated with, doxing, harassing. YouTube can come in and wipe your channel out. And depending on the accuracy and depending on how the video is presented, the low tier god may be moving on from YouTube very soon. I can't imagine when people see that gun being flipped around by Lazarus, whether he's with low tier god or not, that anybody at YouTube is going to be very, very, very happy about it. Again, I'm not rooting for anybody to lose their platform, but we know how YouTube's acted in the past, and they seem to be doing it at a smaller and smaller level, rather than just, you know, kind of tapping the David Dobrik's and the James Charleses of the world. I predict that YouTube may move in depending on how much this blows up. So thank you very much. Hope you like, sub, share. Hope you like the news report. And yeah, I don't know. Just when you think of low tier god, I guess you always have to play this.
Or you want, but in real life, this isn't a fucking game. As simple as that. You say it to my face right now.
All right. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little too high. And that's it. That's it. And Jay is popping off. He is popping off right now.
So, there's going to come a point when you forget about what happened. And you're going to want to come back at me. And you're going to want to wash the taste of my dick out of your mouth.